it's time for another review. Hello everybody, thanks once again for tuning in to the channel. Today we are finally getting a new Harley Quinn from Sideshow. It's been such a long time since we've had one, and we've just been waiting and waiting, and finally Sideshow decided to give us a new one. So let's dive right in and take a look at this new version of Harley Quinn. As you can see on the box here, we have the new box art that we've been seeing with a lot of the recent figures from Sideshow that they've been releasing lately, with the the Cyclops and the Wolverines and the Batman and Superman stuff. The same kind of box art. I do like how this wraps around. That looks really nice. So it wraps around the side. It looks really good. And going on to the other side, it's really not much going on. And we have a picture of the figure on the back. And let's open her up and see. I wonder if it's got the same art. Oh, we don't really get a lot of the cartoon stuff, but you can see the little what are those, spades that are all around. So that looks pretty good. Oh, right off the bat they tell you, look at that, this is a new body that you get with the figure. For some of you who have the Harley Quinn, the older one, I know that was like the first thing that everyone wanted to do, was to get that body out of there and put it in with a seamless body. So it's nice that they're giving us one straight out the bat with this Harley Quinn. So let's go ahead and get the other parts out. And you can see this, that traditional same setup. Same thing with her. I got the exclusive one, so you'll see it got the extra head there, so we'll take a look at that. And we actually have on the inside here, these are the different cartoon strips. For some of you who don't know, Harley Quinn actually started out in the animated series and not in the comics. She had actually made her debut in the animated series, so that's really what you see. A lot of the, looks like particularly this one here, that that is definitely the Joker look from the cartoon. So yeah, this is really good. She's become her own iconic character that started out in the animated series. That was pretty good. So let's go ahead and remove this classic cover that they now put on all of the figures. Let's get her out of the way. And let's get this plastic off. And let's see, we got a couple of hands here. Let's take a look at those first. Let's see what these, sometimes this, the unique stuff, these actually look a bit shiny. Shinier than really, well, I mean, I guess if you want to consider them to be like leather gloves, I guess they would kind of have a little bit of a shine to it, so that makes sense. And let's take a look. I want to look at this exclusive head sculpt. That actually looks pretty good. So this is the thing, and this is just, I guess you could say, this is my personal opinion about the stuff. I mean, a lot of us in this collector genre, if you want to call it, as far as these figures are concerned, we're always doing comparison between Sideshow and Hot Toys. My personal opinion, I think when it comes to the quality of the figures and their clothes and everything, I think that Hot Toys definitely does a good job when they put in detail. However, when it comes to facial expressions, I think Sideshow does a better job. To me, that's just my opinion. Simply because majority, not all of them, but the majority of the figures that you get from Hot Toys, they're always just this one stern look that all of their characters have. And it just seems like with Sideshow, you get more of, different facial expressions without looking kind of corny and, I would say, here's looking to Paul Rudd for Ant-Man. figure, but that's another. So this is the figure that you get if you don't have the exclusive. This is the head sculpt that you get, and that actually looks really good. I mean, this is basically the same kind of smile that you would get, but it's just they just do a really good job when it comes to facial expressions and capturing really the look of a character. And I think this is no exception. I think this is done really good. The suit, oh, we got a zipper back there, so they actually allowing you to open this up from the back. So that's pretty good. The material is, I want to say, kind of like this pleather material, and you can totally feel the body underneath it. If I'm not mistaken, this is the same body that Sideshow is using for their Wonder Woman figure that they recently released. So this is pretty much the same thing. You get the seamless body, so you get some really good movement. There's really no restrictions. I don't feel any restrictions with it. So yeah, I think this is, right off the bat, I'd say this is a good figure. This is a really good figure. Nice design, everything. We're definitely going to get into some poses and pictures towards the end of this video, but right now, straight off my first impression of this, I think this is done really well, and I'm definitely looking forward to putting this next to my Joker. I don't have a Sideshow Joker. I'm just letting you know that immediately. I don't have a Sideshow. I have the Hot Toys Joker that they did based off of the Arkham Asylum series. Excuse me. So let's take a look at the accessories. You see that big mallet right there? That's pretty cool. So let's take a look at that first. And I'll say it looks pretty good. The paint job on it looks really good. Nice. I mean, the closer looks of it, you can kind of see that it's, you know, it's a plastic piece. Sometimes you look at certain things and it's you know it's plastic, but from the looks of it, it kind of gives that wood finish to it. This, up close looking at this, you can totally tell it's a plastic just based off of the material that they use. However, the sculpting is actually done really well. It just kind of gives that plastic look, because when you look at it from certain angles, the way the light just kind of shines off of it. If it was actual wood, or I'm sorry, if you had a particular paint job on it, if it's supposed to look like wood, you wouldn't really have like this really big shine off of it. But nevertheless, I think the sculpting is done really well. With the metal pieces go around to hold the wood in place, I think it is done really good. The handle itself doesn't really give a wood feel to it, or even a look to it. It's just, you know, kind of like a pole just attached to a piece of wood. But overall, I think it looks really well done. So let's take a look at the bat, because she also comes with a bat. Let's get that out of there. Same thing. It actually looks, I don't know if you guys can tell that, you can see how the bat just bends. That's not really too good in my book, and unless they intentionally wanted it to look bent like that, I would say that's not really good. However, the sculpting on it, I mean, doing the lines in the wood and everything, I mean, that's good. As far as the strap as well, I think that's also done well. I mean, but you never know. I mean, sometimes wood doesn't look perfect like that, but I mean, if you're gonna get a bat, you wouldn't have it bent like that. I'm pretty sure you can see how it kind of bends, like one area looks like that, and then when I turn it this way, you can see it kind of curve a little bit. So, and I'd say that's in my book, that's kind of lost a point on that one. The display base is pretty much the same as all the rest of them getting lately. Just, you know, just some plain base, nothing, you know, fancy about it. Just a base that you're gonna place them on. So I mean, me personally, I don't really pose my figures on the base anyway, so I'd say it's fine. And then the other hands that you get. Let's see if we can get that to focus on there. Let's see. There we go. So again, I'm assuming it's supposed to look like some leather gloves, so you got a little bit of a shine to it. But you get those, and you get one other hand, which is kind of a pointy finger. So, and that's pretty much it. I mean, considering the figure, I don't really expect her to come with a whole lot. I do have plans. I've been searching online, and I do have a plan to pick up a couple of hyenas that I saw that would be good to go with this figure. But overall, with the accessories and everything, I'd say she looks pretty good, pretty well done. I do like the face. I do like the facial expressions. It's done really well. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take her and we're gonna give her some nice photos to make her look really good. We're gonna use both head sculpts, and then we'll throw Joker in the mix. We'll see if we can throw Batman or Robin in the mix. I got a few of those characters, and we'll see how it turns out. So let's check out the photos.